I'm Sharon Goldman, senior writer from VentureBeat, and we are here live from GTC 2024, talking with Nidhi Chappell. Great to see you, Nidhi. Thanks for chatting.
Good to see you too.
Well, tell me what it's like to be back here at GTC after 5 years since the last in-person show. Pretty great.
Well, I think it's safe to say we've all missed the energy, right? There's something to be said about having all these folks in the same room, like really feeding off of each other. And like for somebody like me who is a hardware geek, to hear AI and hardware and all these people talking about it and being excited, there's nothing that compares to it.
It's paradise,
it is.
The hardware geeks. Well, the past year has been an explosive one for generative AI, and for sure you were there at the very beginning, helping to develop infrastructure for OpenAI, and taking that into the generative AI boom that we see today. Can you talk a little bit about that journey?
Yeah, absolutely. So people talk about just the first year, right? For us, we've been on this journey for last 4 years, right?
Wow. Yeah.
We started our partnership with OpenAI back in 2019, and I had just joined, and that was my first assignment. Let's go make OpenAI successful. And we had a vision, we had foresight around it, but really, it's a little bit of like investing ahead of the market in some regards. So we developed many generations of supercomputers for OpenAI, and we still didn't know exactly where this was leading, right? So, I actually think I'm so thankful that Microsoft invested in the ways we did, because I can safely say we created this generative AI market. And now look at it, like, 1 year into it.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought, exactly. And so I think, as I look back in those years, our investment in AI, our investment in like working with OpenAI very closely, has allowed us to actually bring this new market. And now I feel like every industry is benefiting from that. So.
And that's really what Jensen was talking about at yesterday's keynote, how every industry is benefiting from generative AI. The infrastructure is so important as the foundation for generative AI. So can you talk a little bit about the Microsoft Azure and Nvidia partnership, that tight integration that is helping to make generative AI enterprise ready? Every company is interested in this, every board is talking about it, so companies can build and deploy and manage their AI applications in the cloud.
Yeah, partnership is really the center of everything we do, right? If you look at, what got us to here, it's a very deep partnership with OpenAI, from them bringing all the algorithms and intelligence on that, and with deep partnership with Nvidia. When you are training a large foundational model, you want to actually have infrastructure at large scale that can run for a long period of time.
Right.
That means you have to have a deep investment in infrastructure, in reliability, in performance, and at a scale that has never been done before, right? Really you are at the forefront of it all. So this is where our partnership with Nvidia, both on the GPU side and on InfiniBand side, has really helped us make sure we can manage this infrastructure on which GPT-4 is trained, GPT 3.5, 4, and like many next generations will be trained. And that's just the training side of things.
Right.
Once we brought this generative AI out there, now as we deploy these worldwide so that customers can take benefit from this, we are thinking about how we can take inference infrastructure and make it available globally, right? Azure really wants to make sure that customers can deploy AI at any scale, and deploy it anywhere, whether it is our own models, whether it's OpenAI models, or any of the partner models that we make available. We want to make sure that our customers, enterprise customers, can safely deploy those, and they can deploy it at large scale. So this has been where we have invested a lot of time and effort with Nvidia to make sure we can deliver performance, we can do it reliably, and then we can do it globally across the world.
Right.
And we package it through our Azure OpenAI service so that customers, enterprise customers, can then seamlessly integrate that in their existing flows, or they can start their new work on it too.
So once that foundation is in place for enterprises and they're ready to go, how do you see that expectation shifting or rising about what as C-suite executives and developers get more experience with Gen AI, how do you see that mindset changing about what the possibilities are?
The way I answer that is I'm often asked where is this market headed? And I go back and say, we are creating Lego blocks. We are creating building blocks for our customers to innovate on top of that. And to me, every time I'm in a customer meeting, I am just so impressed by how far they have taken their innovation based on these building blocks. They are using language models to decide what car parts to build. They are taking it to improve efficiency of their employees. They are using these to improve chatbot interactions. The domains in which this has been applied is just phenomenal. So for us, the way I look at it is we are in service of our customers, innovating on top of it. We are providing them these building blocks so then they can unleash all of these investments, all of these innovations across all industries. And
they can really experiment and see what's possible.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, Nidhi, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure chatting with you. And thanks so much for watching. Be sure to explore more sessions in the GTC catalog.
Azure AI unlocks the potential of generative AI, giving you building blocks to bring intelligent apps to market quickly. With pressure-tested services, customize experiences with leading information retrieval. Build safely on one platform with the latest models. Manage the complete model lifecycle and scale AI responsibly. And tap into the most powerful supercomputer in the cloud, Azure AI, where innovators are creating the future.